If Gaia is the body of all life on Earth, then, as a living being on Earth, you are part of Gaia. Today, we are going to try and connect the pieces of Gaia together in episode 3 of Waking That Cosmic Religious Feeling.
I'm a sea hidden deep and reaching for the sun. I'm a sea invisibly, my journey has begun. I'm a sea, I will find a way across the night. I'm a sea, another world is growing towards the light. I must join my tribe.
On Waking That Cosmic Religious Feeling, I have been working toward turning a maternity mannequin into a statue of Gaia. This video will show me gluing the mannequin together to form a single object. Once she's glued together into a single piece, I will be able to use Bondo to smooth out her seams without it cracking as the various pieces move with respect to one another. But that's jumping ahead to the next video. I want to take a moment first to talk about how we, in the Soul Seed movement, use the Gaia personification to manipulate our social instincts into caring for the body of all life. It is an experiment we've been carrying out for several years now. Gaia was the Greek god of the earth. What she symbolized for ancient Greeks and what she symbolizes for us are quite different, I think. I'm not an expert on Greek mythology, so I won't even try to describe the former. But I can talk with some authority about what she symbolizes for us in the Soul Seed movement. The first video in the Bursting Through Boundaries series will tell you all about how we view life. Gaia symbolizes that life here on Earth. We are almost completely certain that life exists elsewhere in the universe. The evidence is strong, from the speed with which life first appeared on Earth, to the presence of the spectral fingerprint of organic molecules in interstellar dust clouds, to the plethora of exoplanets that we have found in the last couple of decades. The universe has all of the ingredients for life in spades. All of that life on other worlds is important to us. It is precious. But Gaia symbolizes the life of Earth only. It is a rich body of life with which we are closely familiar, and it is all of the life that we can work with. In that Bursting Through Boundaries video, I talked about how life isn't a binary property. Things aren't alive or dead. They are more alive or less alive. So to the degree that the planet itself is alive, Gaia is the planet itself. The rock and the magma and the iron core. But the iron core of the Earth isn't very alive. It doesn't replicate itself or grow to any significant extent. It self-assembled when the Earth was born, and the extra gravitational attraction that dense iron has for other dense iron drew most of the Earth's iron together in its center. That is a pretty lifelike thing to do. So yes, it is a little alive. Undoubtedly, there is still iron settling out of the magma and accreting to the core. So the core is still self-assembling. But it does not have many mechanisms for actively maintaining and replicating its form. So it is barely alive. So most of the mass of the Earth is barely alive because most of the mass of the Earth is the iron core and the magma. And the vitality of the Earth is concentrated in its animals, plants and funguses and bacteria and archaea, that thin layer of life that covers most of the surface of the Earth. So Gaia is mostly in those living beings and only slightly in the rock and magma and iron core. To the degree that the rock and magma and iron core are not alive, We use Terra, the Roman god of the earth, to symbolize them. This is an important distinction because it reminds us that Gaia could leave Terra and still be Gaia. Certainly she would be changed by such a journey, and she would have left a part of herself behind, but she could leave. It is not the earth itself, Terra, that is valuable. It is the living aspect of the earth, Gaia, that is valuable. Should we reach the end of the life of the sun in a few billion years and still have a living world, then transporting all of the life on Earth to another barren world in another solar system would be the greatest rescue story in all a long and storied history. In that case, our legacy would be one of saving the life of our mother, Gaia. Now that we understand who Gaia is, let us understand what use we can make of her. The story I just told you, where we are the heroic saviors of Gaia, is one use we can put her to. In that story, you make the connection between yourself, a small part of Gaia, and the whole of Gaia, the body of all life on Earth. This connection and this story cast you as a hero not who fights and kills like most superheroes or mythical warrior heroes. It casts you as a hero that saves, like a firefighter or paramedic. It is a beautiful role to play, and you are motivated to play it by an assumed love and caring for your mother, Gaia. You are a mammal, and like most mammals, you have a deep-seated desire for status and relationship. This story plays to both of these qualities and manipulates you into taking your relationship with Gaia seriously and seeing that relationship as one that can give you status. So I just told you that I manipulated you. Does that make you angry? It shouldn't. I manipulated you like a psychological masseuse rather than as a con artist. I'm not trying to gain from the manipulation like a con artist would. I'm not operating for myself. I am helping you to flex the muscles evolution gave you, your desire for status and relationship, to increase their survival value. For only through instinctively desiring a loving relationship with all life on Earth can we motivate ourselves to contribute to that life thriving. And as members of the body of all life on Earth, as parts of Gaia, we will not thrive in the long run unless that body thrives. We are as cells in the body of Gaia. Work with me to learn to love your greater body, and in so doing, learn to motivate yourself into the action that body needs in order to thrive, to flower, and to spread.
Creatures don't know her, and we don't love her, but even so we really are her, and we are her body. One and all we are shaping Gaia's destiny. The body of Gaia we will be forever, beating to the rhythm of it all. We are all one, we are all together, beating to the rhythm of the call. The body of Gaia we will be forever, beating to the rhythm of it all. We are all one, we are all together, beating to the rhythm of the call.
To glue the mannequin. First I'm going to glue her leg, construction glue. I'm just going to apply the construction glue liberally. Wasteful for the environment, which is kind of why we care about Gaia, so I'm going to use it. There, that should do. Now, think it's probably glued solidly enough that I can move on to the next gluing. It's been over an hour. So I think the next gluing should be gluing her to the stand. Tip off already the little plastic cover I put on, and it just doesn't seem to. Filled a little hole in the back of her calf that the stand goes into with glue. So now if I just take, and in she goes. There she goes. But oh my god. Glue out a bit. And now goes. I'm going to take this ladder. Just going to put it in front of her. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll put her arm on. This would be the arm in question. So just squeeze that into place. It should squish into the glue nicely. And I want it raised up like this. And then we'll just tie it on here. Reasonably tight. Tighten it just by moving the ladder. There we go. Squeeze out a bead of glue right around her shoulder joint. Attach the arm. There we go. Again, I don't want to read it to the same height. So, yeah, her hands aren't perfectly even, which is what I'm looking for. It's sort of a more natural pose. Exactly robotically even would be strange, right? But it's been another 2 hours or so. So, time to take the ropes off. So the last thing is the hands. Here we are.
again. I forgot to. Just spread that around with a nail a bit. And then again,
relaxed pose by default places them.
yeah, so that's, I think, the default position of the hand. And I'm just going to rotate it to there. Shouldn't do. Don't do this at home, children. Another bit with the nail. And then there. Boy, that's a lot of extra glue. Video number 3. Ta-da!
Can you hear the rhythm in